this one actually says that I haven't beaten it yet, but it tells me where it is. I can use this to track where unique enemies I haven't beaten yet is. This is so good. Dude, I'm almost getting a little upset. This looks like if this had been, like, the start of the game, like, this was it, then I would have, like, learned this, and this would have been so much fun. But it's come in so late now that I feel like trying to do the thing where, like, you ignore the class system and just play Soul Hacker the whole way will, like, maybe if I wasn't doing a playthrough, then I would try to do that instead. But it would probably be, like, way too much of an adjustment to do on stream and, like, completely redo the way I play the game. Like, it'll probably make it take too long, is what I'm saying. I love that this also just gives me a listing of, like, hey, here's where all of these unique enemies are. Some of them are unknown, obviously, but, like, this guy. Hey, you didn't beat him. He's at the Kevis Castle region somewhere, level 49, if you're trying to, like, hunt him down. I hated this specifically only because I killed every unique enemy I could find up to my level, so I had to rematch them again. I kind of get what you're saying, but I feel like it's such a non-issue, because what you do is you just look and see if you, like, want to get the skill or whatever. So, like this, for instance, like, look at, I gotta rematch this guy to get it, but, like, what if I just don't want this move? What if I'm like, oh, I don't want Dino Storm? Well, then I don't have to rematch them. I don't have to bother. And then if I do have to rematch them, I just gotta be one enemy that I'm 12 levels higher than now, so much higher. Also, you can fast travel. If I couldn't fast travel to unique enemies, I might hate it. But, like, it just seems like such a non-issue to have to rematch enemies that are likely lower level than you are. The only ones that are going to be annoying are the ones that you've beaten that are near your level, which should only be, like, at the time you get this class, that should only be, like, 5-ish unique enemies. In which case, either A, just don't beat them, just pass up on those skills, or B, wait until you're, like, 7 levels higher and then go back and rematch them, and it'll be easy as heck. This is actually so neat. I'm honestly a little upset because, like, this is so much. This feels like its own class system. This game is already so long. Dude, that's a really cool skill. This game is already so long. Like, I feel like I don't have time if I want... Oh, level 74, no big deal. Grants 60% resistance to combos and reaction while art is active. That's amazing. Like, I feel like I wish I was playing this version of the game, the Soul Hacker version of the game, instead of playing the level 87, easy, instead of playing the class system version of the game. Boost damage dealt based on the amount of battle time elapsed? That's so good for these super tanky bosses. Reduces aggro towards self by 2% when auto attack hits. That's so cool. Buckley! I remember Buckley. What a lad. That's someone I'd probably want to rematch. Oh, dude. 50% chance to survive a KO with 1 HP and 5 seconds of invincibility. I think that's an item equipment thing that we have. These are all so cool. Dude, I love this so much more than the class system already. I'm kind of like a cruise aggro every second. I'm kind of wondering, like, what I'm trying to figure out what I want to do now. Well, you know what? I can't really do anything until the other characters unlock Soul Hacker anyway, which no one has it unlocked at the moment other than Lance. Like, I feel like it's gonna... Man, I wish that we had gotten this so much earlier in the game. I feel like if I had gotten this, like, 20 hours into the game instead of 60 hours into the game, I would have... like, made every character a Soul Hacker and probably just run through the entire game like this. Or at least I would have done a handful of characters as Soul Hackers, maybe. But now I feel like it's just gonna take so long. Like, I'm gonna have to take, like, a 3-hour stream to just work out how Soul Hacker works and pick up some of the skills I need to be able to have, like, people set to healer, defender, and attacker, and etc., etc. Like, it's a lot, basically. It really seems like an entirely new gameplay system that I wish I had had access to way earlier. But I'm probably going to end up not getting to enjoy it just because I don't have time. Like, it'll it would take me like a stream to adjust. I'm just like, I don't know, part of me is like mad about this now. It actually makes me upset with the game. I wonder how, like, Lone Wolf, how do you feel about it? Because you're in chat, you've had this for a while, I assume. I really want to know how RTK and Michael feel about it. RTK probably either doesn't care about it or he just loves it because he'd be willing to put in all the time. I'm not going and doing that in the middle of the water, screw you. But, I really want to know how Michael feels about this. I don't think he's gotten to it yet. But, like, this seems like it could be such a more enjoyable way to play the game than the class system is to me. But also at the same time, I'm like, dude, I would have to rewire my entire brain on how this game works to do it. And I feel like I would need to unlock this class on everyone before I think if I started trying to do it with just lands or, like, just, like, 2 characters, then I would get way too confused way too fast. Like, I need it to be everyone or no one, basically. But I'm 60 hours in the game already, and, like, I'm not saying, like, I'm not having fun with the game, because some people will probably interpret it like that. I'm enjoying the game, and I want to keep playing more, but also, like, I've been playing this game for so long, I do want to, like, get to the end eventually. Ideally, I'd like to have this game done before Persona 5 Royal comes out on other platforms in October, which is about, as the time of this stream, that's a little over a month away. Like, I'm having fun. I don't want to still be playing this game on the channel over a month from now. But, I'm a little frustrated that they kept this system away from me in the game for so long. I feel like this should have been given to me way earlier.
Let's lay out the facts.
We've been through a lot since we settled on getting to the city, huh? I wish we got it way earlier, but I've also gone out of my way to rematch uniques and stuff to build up my soul hacker arsenal, as I'm pretty sure I want someone to be one long term. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of thinking. I'm wondering if I want lands to be a soul hacker long term. I mean, I absolutely love the concept, especially because it gives you the list of all the hearts and skills ahead of time. I love the concept of, like, looking for, like, basically going through the list and picking and choosing, like, oh, I want this art and that skill and this skill. And then I'm sure some of them I would look at and be like, oh, this unique enemy is level 90. I'm going to have to pass on that one because that's, like, an in-game thing. Instead, I'll pick this skill that's, like, a level 60 enemy, which I should be able to beat soon. Or it's, like, a level 40 enemy I have to go find or go rematch or whatever. And then, like, craft my setup as a result from that or whatever. But, like, I just feel like it's so late in the game for me to do that, especially from a playthrough perspective. It probably wouldn't be as bad if I wasn't, like, doing a playthrough on the channel. But, like, even if I wasn't doing a playthrough, I play video games a lot of the time as if I'm doing them on playthroughs, unless I'm doing, like, 100% platinum trophy stuff, obviously. So, like, I feel like I would have loved if the very start of the game was just Noah and Senna are attackers, Lons and Mio are defenders, and then Tyon and Uni are healers or whatever. All of them are soul hackers, as, like, that's the class, the end. And then it's just like, hey, you unlock skills by beating unique enemies, and it giving you a list of the skills, and then it, like, has the question mark thing if you haven't run into them yet, but if you've run into them, it marks them or whatever, because it had, like, a level 87 that I guess I had seen somewhere in a region before, being like, hey, this enemy is here, you saw it once, you just haven't beaten it yet, etc., etc. Like, and then being like, okay, as I go through the game, I just, like, beat unique enemies, like, oh, this unique enemy gave me a really good healing skill for Tyon and Uni, or this one gave me a really good defender art for Mio and Lons, and then I can, like, hunt them down to get better skills and make my characters better that way. I would have loved that so much. I feel like I would enjoy that version of this game, gameplay-wise, a lot more than I enjoy the current version of the game class-wise. And again, I could theoretically start making the game play that way now by unlocking Soul Hacker on everyone and then doing that. But when I'm 60 hours into this game, and I'm so deep in, like, I feel like I'm at the really, really good spot of the main story right now, having gotten to Sword March and met the Lost Numbers, and we're trying to find the queens and whatever. I really don't want to slow down my game so much by trying to pivot to playing everyone as a soul hacker and hunting down, like, a bunch of unique monsters I've already done, like, in the past. And basically that would be like adding an extra 5 hours or something of like, hey, only focus on getting Soul Hacker set up. Then you can get back to actually proceeding the game. I wish they had given me Soul Hacker at like level 20. Like right after, when they first gave us hero classes with Ethel, instead of that, I wish that like Ethel had been the Soul Hacker and it had just given us Soul Hacker out the gate. Like I feel like that would have been so much better. I think I would have loved that. But now I feel like it's almost a case of, like, too little, too late. Like, I don't have the time or the patience at the 60-hour mark in the game to learn an entire new arts system and whatnot. Like, Soul Hacker really seems like something that they should have taught me really early in the game so I could decide if that's what I wanted to do for the majority of my playthrough. Instead of, I at least have to be past the halfway point, I hope. Like, it just feels too late at this point to play the game that way for me if I actually want to, like, finish the game anytime this year. So I'm honestly, like, a little disappointed. I feel like I would have liked this a lot better if it had just been, like, the default that I had learned from the get-go. We all made it through in one piece. That's something to be thankful for. Yeah. We're seeing a world that we've never known before, experiencing it for the first time. I just wish I could have let Guernica know that, too. If it wasn't for him, we'd have been cut down right where we stood. Yep, or maybe just ended up blindly killing each other in battle like every other schmuck. I'm glad it didn't come to that. Yeah, think about it. What the old man gave us, it was immense. But in the end, we won't know a flippin' thing about the guy, will we? Kinda sucks. I mean, it's pretty late in the day, but I really want to know more about him. I wonder what his motive was for giving us this power. I don't know, the plot? No, in fact, I think we have a duty to find out. Because, like him, we stand together with the people of the city. Seems all the city folk thought he was a pretty awesome guy, huh? Especially Monica. He was a really special person for her, right? Indeed, Monica was referring to him as Dad, even. Well, that's, like, because he's her father. I know you don't understand what that means, but... It's a city custom. That's what they call the person who raises them. Yeah, what you said is fair, but it's also just like a parentage thing most of the time. Perhaps we could ask Monica about Guernica, find out what he really thought. After all, we're carrying his dreams now, fighting to make them real. Vandam's heir. Alright, so this is how we get Monica.
Where should I start?
So those clothes we'd, borrowed all that time ago. I guess they were city-made in the first place? Huh, thinking about it, does that mean we might see people with the same outfits walking around? Wait, you don't think? My style, it's not weird or anything, right? Yeah, honestly, I don't like your base style. That's why I switched you back to this. I wonder. We did get dressed in a hurry then. There wasn't time to think about style too carefully. Judging from the city people's perspective, it's not impossible that something about the ensemble might appear extremely offensive. Oh no, this is what I was afraid of. You look fine, Noah. Don't let Tyon's mutterings get you down. Say, what about Tyon's clothes then? I need my attire to be functional, that's it. It's entirely pointless to worry solely about its appearance. Yeah, dude, that scarf you usually wear is, like, really effective. Wow, that's pretty sensible, actually. A very Tyon approach. While we're on the subject, Tyon, there's something I've wanted to say for a while now. What is it? Your scarf is deeply uncool. Oh my goodness, end him. What did you just say? Repeat yourself, I dare you. Uh-huh, I knew it. You're as vain as the rest of us, you poser. Aw, get wrecked, loser. Alright. Alright. I got about 25 minutes left.
Okay,
that hero quest took a long while. I can understand why, though.
From here.
What do I want to do right now? Where the heck is my ship? Where did they put my ship? Dude, I love that they gave us some Mobius, by the way. That's so cool. Even though we can't transform. Halfway to level 53, huh? Where did my boat go? Dude, where's my boat? Let's... How do I want to do this? Get these side quests, maybe? See what's up with them? I kind of want to get back on the main mission, because like I was just saying, I don't want to be playing this game for the rest of my life. Mine. Also mine. Which, by the way, when I say that, I don't have a problem with the length of the game. Because, you know, I mean, it's not any longer than Persona 5 Royal or Xenoblade 1, I assume, or, like, comparable length. I doubt it's longer than Persona 5 Royal. But it's probably comparable to Xenoblade 1, lengthwise. And obviously, I enjoyed about every second of playing that. I just, like, you know, those games are, like, among my favorite of all time. And I'm enjoying this game. I'm not sure I'm enjoying it enough that I want to be playing it for 120 hours plus. Especially when I have so many other stuff that I want to get to streaming. Whenever you go through cutscenes in this region, the boat goes back to the dock. Fast traveling to a landmark near water will bring the boat to you, though. It's a very weird interaction with how the boat works. Doesn't make any dang sense. Why does a cutscene send it back to the dock? The cutscene should default it to closest to you, if anything. There are a lot of Chin Chow running around out here, by the way. I think this is how I'm going to get to this side quest marker over here. Up. Excuse me, pardon me, coming through. Very weird, kind of dumb. I almost think it's a bug. Could be.
Har, this be a rare sight.
Arr. I also love that he's literally a pirate, by the way. Him being a pirate is so dang funny. I love it. Oh, I love it so much. Triton is great. We're gonna have to kill this thing because it's gonna aggro, I bet. Yeah, lighthouse over there. Oh, it didn't aggro. Nice. I was right. This was the way to the side quest. What's popping up here? What the heck? What is that? That looks like a unique monster grave. Predator's Paw? That's a cool area name. What is this? I wonder what this is. That monument-looking thing? It looks as though there's something written on it. Friends must wait. No need to shout. It's very dangerous to go closer. Manana is correct. Danger, peril, jeopardy. Ah, jeopardy. I know that show. What's dangerous about it? Not that I'm accusing you of overreacting. Extremely ferocious monster sleeping in that place. Ferocious, you say? Oh, is it gonna make our soul hacker better? That right? Friends must never ever make an offering to monument. Many offerings will awaken monster from hideous slumber. Oh, why would you say that? You know we're gonna have to do it now, right? But it's forbidden. Riku, forbid it. I'm gonna forbid you into the ocean here in a second if you think you can tell me what to do. It monster of horrible, terrible danger. Well, if you insist. If it's such a big deal, maybe we shouldn't get involved after all. That decision of wisdom. But you're curious, right? Well, yeah, but... Friends wake dangerful beast at own risk, Manana wash wings of matter. Well, let's think about what we should do later at our own risk, shall we? Unspeakable being. What? This is where it goes, I think.
Okay, so we're handing over...
Demon Marble. Oh, it's one of these 100% things. Well, I have enough Redrum seeds to do this. How much is this worth? Wait, don't click it. It might actually just be like you offer one thing and it makes you fight it. I don't know if I want to fight this. Unspeakable Being. Level 56. That's a little out of my wheelhouse right now. It summons Avalanche Apathy. Oh no, I don't have my counter spike gems set up yet. Level 56 is a little out of my way, and also we can fast travel here. I just saw the fast travel marker, so we can come back when we're a little higher leveled, which I would be fine with. think jumping down and swimming to the boat is going to be the fastest thing to do here. Yeah, it's not too far. Hopefully no enemies spawn right on top of me. What if it's just Ricky? Yeah, what if it's Bana? What if it spawns Bana? Oh my word, if it spawns Bana, I'm actually going to lose my mind. That would be so funny. Because the Nopon are the ones who freaked out and were like, don't do it, don't do it. And then it just summons Bana. I would lose my freaking mind. I would actually love that like you would not believe. That would be amazing. They brought Bana back in Future Connected, so maybe there's a chance. Excuse me, pardon me, coming through. All right, so we'll go back and do that for sure once I'm, probably like once I'm level 56, to be honest. What the heck? I can't remember the last time I actually bothered to open an airdrop. And I don't think I'm going to start now.